founder at ITSEC TV. We are with JR Cottingham at WeatherCo. JR, how are you?
Great. Happy to have you in our booth.
Yes. Is it your first time at ITSEC?
This is actually our fourth time at ITSEC, but this is the first time that we've got a full booth. So we're really happy to show everybody the full wares that we have and hope everyone comes by and enjoys what we've got for them.
Absolutely. We're at booth 681, so please stop on by. What are you showcasing this year at ITSEC?
So the Weather Company, this is the new vertical for us, and we call it Weatherverse. And Weatherverse are a set of solutions where we bring actual weather tied to real locations for use in live, virtual, and constructive simulations. So it's a mouthful, but it's something we think is very important because a lot of solutions today don't use real weather. And believe it or not, that's something that we think is pretty important, and the Weather Company, we believe, is the company to provide that.
Absolutely. So it's very important for you to be at this conference.
It's very important for us to be at this conference, and we're certainly getting the reception from a number of folks, and saying that they believe that that is the case as well.
Yeah.
Having great conversations, but sometimes the challenge is just convincing people that their synthetic weather, which up until this point has always been good enough,
right,
really isn't. And when you start showing them what you can do with real weather and how it could impact their decisions and it can impact outcomes, it becomes pretty clear that this is something that the industry really needs.
And the weather has been drastically changing over the last few years and getting more intense and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's a great point. Obviously, you've got dynamics of climate change, and when you think about that, it only makes understanding the impact of weather that much more complicated and less predictable. And so, a lot of our conversations are focusing on, just because it was like this 3, 4, and 5 years ago, does that mean it's going to be like this, next month and next year? And it really is hard to tell, but we've got a lot of math, we've got a lot of scientists, and we've got a lot of data that says, but we think we're probably the best ones to help you better understand what that will be.
Incredible. JR, how do you stand out from some other companies?
Well, I think first and foremost, the way we stand out is, as I mentioned, we've got a lot of really dedicated data scientists. We've got a lot of data that's coming in from all over the world that they're able to work against. But most importantly, that data manifests itself through our models, and these models are things that have been proven to be the best models that are out there. And there are many organizations that have evaluated our data against other data, particularly with regards to forecasts, and have said that we are, by and large, those forecasts are 3 and 4 times more accurate than any of the other providers that are out there. But just because we take pride in our data, we're not stopping there, right? And so that next step is we take that data and we make it accessible. Weather data can be very challenging to work with, complicated both in its format and also, as you were saying, about effects of climate change, making it more dynamic, making it harder to predict against. So we have to make it accessible and easy to understand. And so our solutions take this complicated weather data and injects it right at the point of decision. So now that someone like myself, even though despite the fact that I do work for the Weather Company, I'm not a meteorologist, so although I have a good understanding of weather, I'm probably not an expert at it. There are other people who are better, but I can understand this. And so the idea is that operators who are using this, who are doing things like mission planning, they don't have to have a degree in meteorology to understand how this complicated set of data can impact the decisions and the outcome of their operations. And so our tools and our capabilities that we're showing here today really bring that right to them and make it easy to understand and consume.
Where do you see WeatherCo going in the next 5 years?
Well, I think obviously right now we're getting our foothold in this space, and we want to show the world that what we're bringing makes their decisions easier, makes it easier to execute, makes missions safer. So it's very important as an organization that we're using our wares and our capabilities to make this world more easier to understand and a safer place to be. Beyond this, as we keep expanding, this is not necessarily always just tied to defense. There are other industries that are grappling with some of the same issues that many of our customers in the space and defense are dealing with. So we want to project those capabilities into all those types of environments, ultimately fulfilling our largest mission of recognizing that weather is the ultimate influencer, and then on top of that, making individuals and operations and the decisions they make easier and focusing on safety and well-being of our customers, be it you or me as individuals or in businesses.
Absolutely. JR, where can we get more information?
Point you to a couple areas. You can go to our Weather Company website, www.weathercompany.com. If you're here at the show, I know this is coming out tomorrow, I believe, so maybe getting to the end, but if you do, we'd love to see you here at booth 681.
Yeah. Yeah, perfect. And one more thing on 3. We're going to say go Broncos?
Yep.
All right. 1, 2, 3.
Go
Go
Broncos!
Broncos! Stay tuned for more at ITSEC TV.